A good day to all of you. My name is Dinkrit Sethi and welcome to Lifestyle with Din. Today, I wanted to have a heart to heart, spontaneous conversation with all of you in the long form because I believe that a lot of misinterpretation goes on in the short form. People don't understand the depth behind what I do, and I can just come up as another influencer trying to sell some little magic powder. So, to avoid that, I thought I'll have a long form video where I can have a heart to heart conversation and maybe go into the depths of my practices, what I do, and why I do it, and why I stopped chasing growth in order to embody my rituals. So, do not like, share, or subscribe to this channel if you don't find me interesting. I don't offer magic powders. I am a good medium to reflect with, a good conversationalist to have and discuss your lives with. But that will only happen when you understand the depth of who I am. So I don't want people to just like it because the thumbnail is good, because the setup is good, because the quality is good, the mic is good. I want people to be encouraged by what I have to offer. And if it is inspirational, then subscribe to me and then I'll share more videos and then I'll share more opinions. So just let me know in the comments as well if you find such long forms essential, or are you more preferring of the short form content that I create where I can appear like a fitness influencer who knows a lot of exercises and who can like a monkey hop around. With that being said, let's get into today's discussion where I wanted to tell you why I stopped chasing growth and embodying all my rituals, because I've been doing this since 25 years. This journey of self improvement deliberately. Before that, I was playing sports and doing a lot of different stuff, but I wasn't deliberate with it. But once I got deliberate about it, once I understood the significance of it, was when both of my parents were in hospital beds suffering cancers and heart attacks. And I understood that preventive health is really important because of the functioning of the medical system right here, which is like a business. And if we leave ourselves or our loved ones to the hands of doctors, that will basically be very burdensome considering the business implications of the medical profession. And to take responsibility of yourself, at least of your physical body, is the primary concern of every human individual. And I realized this earlier after suffering a lot, after having huge bills, after having a lot of problems in the family with respect to health and the psychological impact of it, and also seeing how we got played with different hospitals. So this is not nothing against doctors. I like people curing, but then also there is a business to it which I would like to avoid if I can. So I got into preventive health. I started training knowing that I'm not just doing it to become an athlete, and I don't want to get into bodybuilding, put in steroids and try to look good. I never had that intention because I had started off with my parents being in the hospital beds with cancers and heart attacks. Actually, in my family, they had wanted me to become a doctor earlier, which I had revolted against because I didn't like the profession that much. So I used to run away every single time they used to get me to go to the examination. I had to repeat my grade 11, so that was a big trauma I had from earlier, just because they wanted at home to get my subjects changed to biology, which I didn't like. Being a very good student, a bright student, a very popular sports person in my school, and then getting to repeat the year was very, very traumatizing at that age. But then that needed to happen to push this little movement of mine towards holistic health and well-being, but I didn't know it then. So now 20, 25 years later, what we see is I'm embodying what I live. After going through many such traumas again and again, I start learning from them, because that's the lesson I've learned, that suffering is the best teacher in life. When you suffer, that is when you're most learning. So that's what I decided. That's why I wanted to let go of all the growth oriented practices now, and embody what suits me. Because if we are just following what the world is telling us, and now the world is very loud. When I was growing up, the social media world was not as loud as it is now. It is not even social media, it is interest media. So they will only feed you what you like, and they'll overfeed you so that you become libraries without any embodiment. So a lot of people have a lot of knowledge but no execution. Execution will only happen when you are doing things which are as per your thought processes, as per your values and virtues of life, how you've been growing up. So first of all, you have to get into self-awareness, and that's why I wrote the book on self-awareness, 6 ways to the world, because that's the first step. Once you're self-aware, you can see what the world is telling you, what the world is wanting, leading you towards, and then make decisions based upon what you choose to do. So that's where I come into the picture as a coach now. Earlier on, it was only about me, but then as I started practicing more, being a hamster for myself, trying out various different things, I decided that this was good time to share with people, because earlier I had done a lot of informal sharing, 4,000, 5,000 people I used to give ideas to, but most of the times they weren't ready, they wouldn't absorb that much. I would give off a lot of energy, but then finally things came to when I decided to start off my own organization in holistic health, where I decided that now I have to set examples by living the life that I want to give. And that's why I post consistently every single day on social media. It's not to sell proteins, not to become an influencer, but actually to embody the inspiration that I want to be to the world. So that's my little mission that I've been on over the last few years. And a lot of obstacles have come to take me away from that path of being a practicing leader, of being an inspiration to others, so that I can hold space out of knowing. So most experiences I've gone through, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual, I have given myself the opportunity to be more compassionate with other people, and that's why I keep enhancing my experiences. But first, I always choose things which are relevant to me. I have a morning ritual of 1.5 hours. The other day, I was discussing this with a client and he was going all bonkers, but I wasn't doing it to impress him. I was just doing it to suggest what I have built up over the last 13 to 14 years when I first decided to wake up early and have my rituals. And gradually, as I got more consistent, I got better reading and learning more, but embodying firstly. So I read, I do meditation, I move, I do a lot of practices of acupressure, qigong, a lot of writing and journaling, but I just don't do it because the world tells it to me. I have been doing it for a long time and seeing the positive effects of it, and that's why I do it. So that's what I tell people to do. Find your own discipline, nurture your own self, because you are both the garden and the gardener of your life. So you can nurture your garden by good practices that you choose. You have to choose the watering, the fertilizer, the weeding of the garden by yourself. And then there are some uncontrollables which nature decides. Just like you can't pull spring to yourself so that the flowers can bloom quickly. A lot of people try to do the steroids and try to look good, but they're actually not good or holistically healthy. You can't hack certain things. You can only embody and keep doing your rituals again and again. So always choose rituals you like, and don't try to fast track nature. And when you're continuing in and enjoying your processes, ultimately spring will come, the flowers will bloom, and that natural blooming of the flowers will create a fragrance that uplifts the world. It will not only get more bees, get more people around you, get more likes, get more followers. It will make this world better, and that's what we are here for, to contribute towards the betterment of life. And I think the best way of showing gratitude to this gift of life is by contributing back. But then we get into these races because, first of all, we try to fast track our growth, and then we want people to see it. So when we are more aware of yourself, of ourselves, as per my book, self awareness, then we will not get into these rat races, either of doing things too quickly or expecting results too quickly. So what I want to leave you all with is to understand the depth of practices, the standards that you set for your fitness routines in the morning, the consistency, whether it's doing all the only the basic club, but the standards that you set will be uh, common to everything that you do. Every little conversation that you have, every little book you read, every little piece of content you make, so your standards have to be elevated rather than the complexity of practice. And a lot of people do certain things well, but they have very bad standards for other things. This is what confusion and complication and lack of self awareness is like. So if you are portraying a healthy lifestyle but you're taking supplements and you want to get popular and you want to sell a lot of goods, your actual goal is to make more money. But what will you do to after making more money? What will you do after all your dreams are realized? So a purpose is something where you enjoy the journey as much as you are enjoying the destination. And a purpose is everything that one should aim for. And a purpose will only come to you when you are more natural with your practices. You're not hacking, you're not wanting the spring to come soon. And I leave you with reading out certain lines. Maybe they will make some sense to you. Uh, Keep watering your inner garden, invite your inner spring, allow your flowers to blossom naturally, your fragrance spreads without trying. When one nurtures his holistic self, growth is bound to happen. Ironically, detachment to consequences paves the way for growth. Embody before preaching makes you more inspirational and not just an influencer. So, in this world of influencing, try to inspire, but first, try to inspire yourself to be real and choose things which suit you, even if they are simple, and then grow from there rather than wanting to grow. Nothing happens too quick. If you like slow growth, if you like sustained growth, if you like natural and raw growth and raw content and natural content, and I will fumble and slip, all of those things, then do follow me on Lifestyle Within right here. And that will motivate me to create more content because I'm utilizing good time to create this. I want to channelize my mind, put myself in the right hemisphere, right energy, and then bring to you spontaneity. It doesn't happen in a matter of seconds. Just like that little painting example from Pablo Picasso, where he was he painted a little thing on a tissue paper and offered it to a woman who said, "How much do I pay you for it?" And he asked for a large sum, and she was like, "Oh, why? But it only took you 2 minutes to paint it." But it uh, Picasso said that no, it didn't take me just 2 minutes. It took me my entire life to get empowered to communicate this through a tissue, this art through a tissue in that 2 minutes. So it takes a lot of processes. So if I get more more traction on this channel, not followers, I'm not doing it for followers. I believe that more people are benefiting from it. Then I'll share more information about my rituals, my lifestyle, and how I've nurtured myself as a coach and continue to do so. So enjoy, have a good day, and cherish every moment.